Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spirit Engine. DX. Spirit Engine DX. Okay, we're in a new town now. Let's look around. There's a lot of people here. Calenzo. Hello, can we buy tickets for today's service here? Are you blind? There's no tickets left today. Try again tomorrow. I don't like your tone, mister. We said that we needed tickets. I told you that it wasn't possible. I may be the finest salesman this side of the Titan Range, but even I can't sell you something I don't have. You see all these people? They've been stood in line all day with tickets they bought last week. The stones are falling and people want out. There are no seats left on that train. No seats at all, are you sure? Quite sure, my good sir. We figured out how to cram every cubic inch of that train with people and their luggage. We've even sold the roof space and will be lucky to get out of the station without having to ditch some excess baggage. The next train comes in 2 days and it'll be the last. I intend to be on it myself. I can't spend all this cash if I get flattened along with the rest of the town. There's still a few spaces on board. If you like, I can book you seats. It's urgent that we be on this train and we're willing to pay. Could you not be persuaded to give us someone else's place? People here are angry and frightened enough as it is, and most have given me their life savings. There's nothing you can pay that's worth starting a riot for. Bring me a Sinskrat genie, Ellen Star, or the moon on a silver platter, and maybe I'd listen. Otherwise, that gold you have is worthless. So we're gonna bring him specifically those, I take it. Okay. Why does he can't talk to the newsboy? Oh dear, he's very demanding, isn't he? I don't know if we could catch a genie, but I know that getting the moon or the stars just isn't possible. They're so big and far away. He's being sarcastic, Zephyr. When we have spare time, I'll acquaint you with the concept. I have heard of Ellen's stars before. They're not celestial bodies, but rather two fabulous jewels buried out in the desert by a mad prince. Those who go out into the dunes search for them rarely return. They're supposed to be cursed. I appreciate the history lesson, but it's not helping us get our seat, is it? Here's the plan. I'll knock the city out while you two deal with the guards. We'll seize the train and force it to leave immediately. And how many innocent people are you willing to assault with the crowd when the crowd panics? If we attack the station, then the results will be mayhem. I thought we were trying to save the world. What's a little hijacking by comparison? For heaven's sake, we're running out of time. Clara, lightning powers. You agreed that you understood the situation. I know it must be difficult, but please work with us. Every time we've disagreed, you've gotten your way. The diplomatic option has worked so far, but you've been lucky. Sooner or later, we're going to have to start doing this my way, and that means breaking heads. Please stop arguing. If the stars are worth as much as the manager seems to think, maybe we could give him those instead. The Magi or the Varunai might be prepared to offer us information. Alright then, we'll see if we can give this ticket tout his treasure. Into the desert we go. Let me look at these real quick. Might as well get more of that. I'm pretty happy with my abilities. I should level that up just a tiny bit more, though. Oh my god, I have two level ups. I leveled up the wrong one there. Yep, okay, everything there is 7 now. Everything there is 7 now. I wonder if there's a shop around here. I saw you looking at that pipe, sir. It's a fine piece of craftsmanship, isn't it? Expertly designed to give the perfect smoke. Are you interested? I'm rather attached to the pipe I have. It's taken years to break it in. But I suppose I can make use of a spare. We don't have time to go shopping, Zephyr. Leave this dodgy vendor alone. That is slander, ma'am. My goods are of the finest quality, imported from across the bay. All are guaranteed for 3 years. 3 years? Not even going to be here tomorrow. Come on, Come on, we're not spending any more time with this grubby common. Another insult like that, and I'll see you in court. My business is with your companion there. What do you think? Yours for 10 gold pieces? Zephyr, it's tradition to barter for goods on sale in a market. The vendor gives a starting price, you offer a lower one. Bidding continues from there until you reach a mutually agreeable transaction. That sounds complicated, but I think I understand. 9 gold pieces? No, lower, 2. 2? What do it look like? Charity? 6 gold pieces. You're ripping us off 3, no more. 5, and I can barely make a profit on that. 5? I think not. That isn't really, silver enameling. The surface is too reflective and the workmanship is shoddy. This is barely worth 1 gold piece. I'm not selling this fine piece of merchandise for a meager 1 gold piece. That's an insult. The market is empty and your customers are fleeing. It's up to you. Very well, 1 gold piece. Take it and scram. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Take advantage of a man's misfortune. Thank you, Eisenford. What? Did that give us anything? Didn't even take a gold. That was probably just for flavor text. I'm sure a streetwise trio as such as yourselves could recognize the quality of my goods from a furlong away. Are you looking to shop? What are you? Those are just spacesuits. What the? Okay. 10 and or 12 and 10. That feels worse than what I have actually. Yeah, that's 18. That's straight up better. $12. Oh, that's expensive. That's real good, though. Oh, I'd probably grind for that. 12 and 8 with, like, a shielding effect. Hold on. I think it might be time to get rid of this. Oh wait, increases cooldown timers. Its weight somewhat encumbers the user. Okay, never mind then. Hear me out here, I think more damage overall will just benefit us more. I think it's time we get rid of this as well. It's done as well. Man, a Tidebreak is a cool name for an area. And there's the library. Oh, what do you want? Witchin can cast a hex which negates the physical damage reduction that any armor a character is wearing provides. Okay. So we use energy. You do energy damage? And we do physical reduction. Wait, immune? Huh? Oh, EX. Okay, never mind. We do magic then. You're immune to everything right now, so... yeah, do some of that. Okay. Physical... you can stick on that for a little bit. Very nice. Shapeshifter? Oh, that's my kind of weird right there. That's an unusual looking enemy. Kind of reminds me of those shape monsters from Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. You're immune to magic. You have a lot of health, too. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so no energy. Oh, oh. So yeah, whatever you're on changes your immunity. Let me go to magic. Okay, neutral resisting is fine. Energy resisting is still fine. That's still fine. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nice. Nice, okay. That's an interesting kind of complex enemy. Undead monsters. See, magic resist. Okay. They should be able to just do it. Oh, wait, right. Okay, oh, please rotate. Yes! Oh, okay. If I can just blast you out of here, then yeah, with one guy, this is basically a free win. Oh, you're resisting energy, so I gotta swap that out. You're not undead. Okay. Very nice. Varunai's enclave in Granios Pedestal. Oh, hold on. Are those dog people? What the? They have like horns. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. The Varunai note that you have entered their home with wanton disregard. No human has dared set foot here in over 100 years. That's kind of hard to believe. There's like a human settlement like just a mile away. Really? We didn't mean to trespass, but the gate was left open. You're not angry, are you? Not yet. Our relations with your species are strained, and past deeds suggest we be wary of you. You are a most peculiar breed, prone to irrational prejudice and rash action. Much ill has been spoken by your kind of us in our garden. But this place is beautiful. How are you able to grow plants out here in the desert? With a great deal of care. The garden has been neglected this past week, though, and the plants have begun to wither while we focus on holding the mana stones aloft. Those foolish mages have complicated matters with their own attempts. What brings you before us, humans? We're searching for information from the Arcane Library, but in order to get there, we need to bribe our way into a train, and that requires a lot of payment. Could you tell us where Ellen's stars are buried? An interesting request. The library is one of your few valuable institutions. It holds history even we cannot remember, but the value you humans place upon useless shiny objects never ceases to amuse us. Very well, I'll indulge you. The stars are two. To our knowledge, the North Star still lies in the Master's tomb. The South Star, however, was stolen by Graniol, a foul desert beast, shortly before we imprisoned it. Graniol is an ancient creature, tied to the desert, and we thought it wiser not to kill it. If you wish to seek it out, and I suggest that you do not, you should converse with Zazie and ask him to raise the bridge to its pedestal. Thank you for your help. We don't want to abuse your hospitality, but we were wondering if we could rest here for a while. The desert is not particularly hospitable. Very well, such curious cases rarely come to our doorstep, and it would be rash of us not to find amusement in your antics. The gardens are open to you until dusk. Treat them with respect. Oh, and you're a shop, too. I am something of a collector of rare artifacts. I don't think I've ever seen artifacts spelled that way. Isn't it typically with an I? Trading with the nomads that inhabit the dunes. I require gold to conduct my business. Would you three like to make an exchange? What do you got? Okay. Party Bless, raising party level by 10 every 15 seconds. Huh. All three of these can only be purchased once. Decreases cooldown time. These might be worth grinding for. Yeah, I'll have to... I'll look through those. Well, well, what have we here? 3 scrawny-looking humans and a spirit, so you can see them. Such fragile creatures should not be wandering the desert in times like this. Do you take everything at face value? I thought the Varunai were supposed to be smart. The reality is less impressed than I was led to believe. Kara, I don't think it's a good idea to insult this one. He looks mean. Your tongue would seem to be one of your stronger muscles. Your friend... That's a weird saying. Your friend is right to warn you. I have scars from 100 battles past and still possess the fire that earned me them. No human has lived long enough to match my experience. No strength that could challenge me can be housed within these fragile shells. Your words... Why do you have stats like an enemy? Your words may be sharp, but I am beyond you. Are you a mini-boss that I need to fight to get passage to this upcoming area? If you're such a mighty warrior, then what are you doing in here? Fighting boredom? Please excuse my companion. We need the bridge to Granule lifted so that we may retrieve a jewel from the creature. Can you help us? You seek to fight the desert worm. You are more amusing than by the minute. Very well, I will humor you. Your companion is right. It has been too long since I have fought. Prove your strength against me and I'll believe... Oh, okay. A fight. This isn't a duel to the death, is it? I would not dare stain the garden with human blood. We will simply pit our strength against one another. Beat me and I will grant your request. Will you fight, little ones? I yearn for combat. Okay, then. Ooh, look at his fingers. You resist everything, so I can just use my best stuff here. You're definitely a magic user, though. Oh, no, you're not. You have, like, a regen ability. Uh-oh. Okay, you're not using magic stuff at all. Oh, wait, you're physical. Oh, you can swap what you're immune to. I'm just now noticing that. Also, I really like this attack. That's kind of creative, because you can kind of shuffle your guys around in real time to, like, handle that attack easier. Oh. Yeah, and they can be spread out in interesting ways, too. That is a really interesting ability. Oh. Ah! If I time that better. Oh, you're our healing, though. Nope. That's close-ish, though. Brave effort, though not yet worthy of my attention. Heal yourselves and return later so that I may enjoy humbling you once more. That might be my favorite boss in the game so far. That's, like, I like the character. I think that's a pretty, like, unique fight with some cool gimmicks to it. I will have to come back later, though. Oh. I gotta beat that guy. Alright. Let me look at your stuff again. Do I have enough for any of this? I have enough for this. It looks like that just like it casts this? Yeah. What do you have here? Heals the wearer by 11. I think having heal on the guy who can't heal himself is very nice, so I might leave that on you. It might be worth getting rid of that, finally. Nine health is not a lot. Okay, I think we'll leave it off here. Off screen I'll get those 2 extra items, and I will see you folks later. Thanks for watching.